Alright, my friends, I have some really bad news. President Frumpy just destroyed Fender. He totally annihilated Fender. And let me show you how he did that. About a month ago, I had put out this video. Frump's tariffs is driving me into the poorhouse. I can't afford to gig. I'm living in a flop house. In my video, I post the prices. As you can see, the yellow guitar over to your left here, Infinity Series Telecaster, retails $261.99. Pre-tariffs, it retailed for $245.99. Post-tariffs, it jumped from $245 and change to $261.99, right? And as you can see, all of the guitars have gone up in price. All of them. All of them. This is on the Fender's website. The same color, same guitar, Infinity Series Telecaster. $289.99. Remember, pre-tariffs, $245.99. Post-tariffs, $261.99. Now, another round of threatening tariffs by Flumpy the Clown, $289.99. Regardless of color, it's still the same price. President Frumpy is not only destroying Fender, is also destroying our lives. Okay? Okay? Thank you, Frumpy the Clown. Thank you, Frumpy. Alright, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. I could show you more proofs, more evidence of what Frumpy is doing to us. Do you like paying $289.99 plus tax on top of the tariffs? Do you like paying a lot more? Well, that's what you're paying for. Oh, you MAGA people? You love Frumpy. You love Frumpy. He's making America great again. Frumpy is making our lives wonderful again. Thank you, Frumpy. Thank you, Frumpy. Look, case in point. Limited edition Infinity Series Telecaster Thin Line. $339.99. Right? And the aforementioned Infinity Series Telecaster, regardless of color, $289.99. And that goes for the left-handed Infinity Series as well. Whether you get the right-handed one or the left-handed one, regardless of color, still $289.99. Thank you, Frumpy. Thank you, MAGA. Thank you for ruining our effing lives. And that is just the tip of the iceberg, my friends. I could show you a dozen guitars, a dozen of them, of what MAGA has done to us. Let me show you the classic vibes, because the classic vibe is very popular. The Squire Classic Vibe is a very popular guitar model. Check this out, my friends. $449.99, regardless of color. You can get the black or you get the white one. Classic Vibe Baritone Custom Telecaster, $479.99. Okay? This is what MAGA has done to us. It's destroying, it's wrecking our lives. Thank you, MAGA. Yeah, let's make America great again. Classic Vibe 70s Telecaster. Hey, I'm making sure you're paying attention. Classic Vibe 1970s Stratocaster, $429.99. Thank you, MAGA. Thank you, Frumpy. You're ruining our lives. And remember, I want to reiterate, this is just the tip of the iceberg. It gets worse. It gets worse, my friends. It gets worse. Classic Vibe 50s Telecaster left-handed. Classic Vibe 50s Telecaster right-handed. Regardless of color. $429.99. Thank you, MAGA. Thank you, Frumpy, for ruining our lives. Folks, it's just the tip of the iceberg. It's the tip of the iceberg. And let me make it clear. Okay? Frumpy's stupid trade war is not going to bring back the factories and bring back the jobs like you think he's going to do. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Alright? It ain't gonna happen. Now let me show you what the standard Fender guitar costs now. Pre and post tariffs. Okay? Luckily, the standard Stratocaster series is still retailing for $599.99, unchanged. I'm surprised the standard has not gone up like we had seen with the Affinity series and the classic vibes. It's only a matter of time, in my opinion, that the standard series Stratocaster and standard series Telecaster, these two said guitars at price retail $599.99, will probably ultimately, inevitably, in my opinion, is also going to go up. Alright? Thank you, Frumpy! Thank you, President Frumpy! You're a wonderful president. You are a wonderful, wonderful president. Now let me show you the acoustic lineup. Because I know this line very, very well. Okay? Alright? Let me show it to you. I want to show you the very, very basic one. Alright? Just to make a point. And I know all you Fender guys out there, you know what I'm talking about. You know these numbers are the real deal. I'm not making this up. You guys know out there. Okay, where is it? Let me show it to you. Now, just to be clear, many of these prices have also gone up. CD60S Dreadnought All Mahogany, $199.99. It's a miracle that the price that generally retails for $199.99 hasn't gone up. But how long will it take until this guitar goes up in price? Right? All mahogany, back and sides, laminate, solid top, spruce, $199.99. See, I know my guitars, my friends. Okay? I know my guitars. And I'm telling you, many of these guitars have gone up in price, as we had seen. And just to reiterate, if you are a Fender fan, you know I'm not making this shit up. You know what the prices are. Pre and post, trade war tariff nonsense. You guys know. I'm not making this shit up. Okay? We have some major, major problems here. Alright? Major problems. I could show you more, but you get the idea. Right? You get the idea. Frumpy is destroying our lives. Thank you, MAGA people. Thank you, MAGA. We'll never forgive you for this, MAGA folk. We'll never forgive you, MAGA folk. You folked us long enough, MAGA. Eventually he's going to turn on you too in those red states. And then you will be crying, oy vey, I can't afford to sell anything because of the tariffs, oy vey. Please, Frumpy, reverse the tariffs, oy vey, I can't sell my corn, oy vey. You know, he's coming for you too. Alright? He's coming for you too. Anyway, that's the thing. That's the reality. Oh, and let me clarify something. Alright? Because you guys need to read this. You guys need to hear this. Because you guys are clueless. Play the comment, Johnny.
To clarify, Frump's tariffs are nothing more than a PR stunt designed to distract from the ongoing Ukraine war, a war he promised to end within 24 hours of taking office. Since his inauguration on January 20, 2025, the war continues with little progress, yet it rarely makes headlines. Instead, we're inundated with news about this so-called tariff war. Let's be clear. These tariffs will not bring back factories or create jobs. The reality is that American factories operating overseas are not returning, and tariffs are not job creators. Why? Because American labor is simply too expensive. Workers demand $25 an hour plus benefits, which makes manufacturing uncompetitive. Are we really going to pay $25 an hour to produce toys? Frump is not being honest with the American people about this fundamental issue. The truth is, America lacks leverage in global manufacturing. Competing with trading partners like China requires either lowering American wages to match theirs or expecting them to raise their wages to match ours, neither of which is realistic. Frump should stop misleading the public and admit that the American workforce, while skilled, is too costly to compete on a global scale. At best, he might negotiate minor tariff reductions from some trading partners, but that's hardly a solution. If Congress doesn't intervene to reverse these tariffs, we risk plunging into a severe economic downturn. Even if a few factories return, they'll likely be limited in scope, heavily automated, and employ only a handful of workers. The broader manufacturing base will remain overseas, waiting for the next administration to undo this tariff policy. This entire tariff strategy is a distraction from Frump's failures, aimed at appeasing his base by creating the illusion of progress. However, it fails to address the real challenges facing the American workforce. The reality is that large-scale manufacturing isn't coming back, and Americans can't afford the high costs of domestically produced goods. It's time for MAGA supporters to wake up and see this for what it is, a PR stunt.
And that is my opinion. It's a PR stunt. It's a distraction. All you MAGA lovers, all you MAGA supporters out there, you're going to be sold a bill of goods in the end. You're not going to benefit. So you better wake up now before it's too late. In fact, it might be already too late. And for more information, just watch my video. It's only 4 minutes long. It won't hurt you to watch the video. I laid it all out. Alright?